Do you ever feel like your life is not your own? Perhaps you spend your days running errands for others, attending meetings that don't matter, or listening to problems you didn't create. You are exhausted, resentful, and spread too thin. You might think you are being kind, but in reality you are a people pleaser who has lost the key to their own front door. We often believe that saying yes makes us a good person, but the truth is that a yes with no no behind it is meaningless. Today we are going to master the Iron-Clad boundary system, the essential discipline for reclaiming your time, your energy, and your self-respect. Let me tell you about Maya. Maya was the person everyone turned to. She was a high performer at work and the emotional anchor for her family. But Maya was breaking. She suffered from chronic fatigue and a quiet, simmering anger. She felt like a house with no walls. Anyone could walk in and leave their trash. Maya felt she was losing her sense of control. And she didn't know how to stop. She sought advice from her grandfather, a retired architect named Samuel. Samuel didn't talk about emotions. He talked about structures. Maya, he said, a building without a foundation collapses, but a building without walls belongs to the world, not the owner. You need to learn the discipline of the number. You need to become the architect of your own space. Samuel taught Maya the 4 pillars of the boundary framework. The first pillar is the values audit. Most people struggle to say no because they don't know what they are protecting. You must define your non-negotiables. These are the core areas of your life, your sleep, your deep work, your family time, that are off, limits to external demands. Maya realized she was saying yes to trivial requests at the expense of her health. The protocol requires you to list your top 3 priorities. If a request does not serve these priorities, the default answer must be number. Knowing your yes makes your no much easier to deliver. The second pillar is the neutral number. One of the biggest mistakes we make is over-explaining our refusal. When we provide a list of excuses, we give the other person leverage to negotiate. Julian taught Maya that a boundary is a statement, not a debate. The neutral no is a polite, firm, and brief response. I can't commit to that right now. Or, that doesn't align with my current priorities. You don't need to apologize for having a life. This is the practice of silence and brevity. By not over-explaining, you maintain the integrity of your boundary. The third pillar is managing the boundary tax. When you first start saying no, people will push back. They are used to your unlimited access. This pushback is the boundary tax. It might come in the form of guilt, tripping, or passive-aggressive comments. Maya learned that this reaction from others is actually a sign that the boundary was necessary. You are not responsible for other people's disappointment when you stop allowing them to use you. Mastering the tax means staying consistent. If you fold under pressure, you are teaching people that your no is actually a maybe. The fourth pillar is the internal sanctuary. This is where the Zen and Stoicism of boundaries come together. A boundary is not a wall to keep people out. It is a gate to keep your inner peace in. Once Maya established her boundaries, she discovered something miraculous. She had more energy to be truly kind to the people who actually mattered. She wasn't just reacting anymore, she was choosing. This is the ultimate form of discipline. The ability to protect your internal sanctuary so that you can show up as your best self for the world. The epiphany for Maya came when her boss asked her to take on a project on a Friday afternoon. Old Maya would have stayed late, feeling bitter. New Maya looked at her non-negotiables, her daughter's recital, and delivered a neutral number. I am unavailable this evening, but I can review this on Monday morning. Her boss paused, nodded, and said, "Fair enough." No one died. The world didn't end. In fact, her boss started to respect her time more. By building these iron-clad boundaries, Maya found her cure, her healing. She stopped being a victim of everyone else's agenda and became the master of her own. Remember, when you say no to the things that don't matter, you are actually saying a profound yes to the things that do. You are not being selfish. You are being a steward of your life. Build your walls, guard your gate, reclaim your focus. Because if you don't define your boundaries, the world will define them for you. It's time to take back the key to your own house.